On this episode, we discuss the debut release from Haylie Davis, a folk artist based out of Los Angeles. This is All Gas, No Trash. My name's Adam, and welcome to a brand new episode. And before we get underway, we do have to do the Game Rage No Curse Minute, where we kill the first 60 seconds of the program in order to play nice with the YouTube algorithm with no cursing and no swearing whatsoever. First, I'd like to give a quick thanks to everybody that has been following on RSS, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you've been listening. We appreciate it. And for those of you that have been listening on YouTube, please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. We really appreciate the support that we've gotten over the last couple months. Please continue to support us in whatever way you can. And thank you so much. Forgot to mention that we also have Fifi Zhang and Boy Soda's album reviews coming next week, and that'll be the Game Rage No Curse Minute. So let's get to talking about Haylie Davis, and her proper name being Haylie Hostetter. So this is somebody I've been familiar with for numerous years, and the first incarnation that I knew her for was Will and Haley, and I'm guessing that project fell apart because the two artists were both romantically involved, and once that relationship ended, the project ended as well. And the second and longest lasting project she's worked on is Lady Apple Tree, which I was a big fan of, and she released a single called Lady Apple Tree that was this great country track, and she's a great vocalist. Then she released an EP 2 years ago, which featured that same song and also included a song called Silver Hands that I was a big fan of because it reminded me of the Mamas and Papas, California Dreaming and such. But she recently announced that she was ending Lady Apple Tree last month, and it's making my head spin because I thought things were going swimmingly. I went to see her perform at a, Pasadena record store to do an acoustic set. And then I saw her at the Zebulon where it seemed at the time she was working on new music for Lady Apple Tree. So am I inclined to believe that those tracks that she performed are just being thrown out the window for this new project, Haylie Davis? And as far as the lore goes of why she chose her name, at least on her Instagram, she says that she's choosing to go by her grandmother on her father's side. I guess that was her maiden name, and she's choosing to go by that because I guess that's her identity now. But I do wonder if there is another motivation behind this, because it appears that she recently signed to Fire Records. And, a recent situation that happened in terms of artists is Jelly Haha was going by her own name, Angel Abaya, when she was signed to some other record label before becoming Jelly Haha. And I wonder if there is something at play in that regard where, yes, maybe she was going by Lady Apple Tree and was releasing music on her own, but once she signed to Fire Records, that was the end of Lady Apple Tree. They want to go by something else, and perhaps the music's changed, and for Jelly Haha to move away from, whatever she was doing under her government name with this other record label, Innovative Leisure said, no, you got to release under whatever creative name you come up with. And this is the exact same situation for Haylie Hostetter. That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if the name change has to do with her signing to a record label and her leaving behind that moniker. So I don't know. Maybe somebody smarter than me can enlighten me about that subject. Somebody that's a music industry professional can share some light on this subject. I would love to hear about that. So I think this presents a problem in regards to online searches. If you were to look up Haylie Hostetter and find out that she was involved in numerous projects, and you're only finding out that Haylie Davis is the latest version of Haylie Hostetter. Man, it's just going to be problematic. I hate to say it, but yeah, it is going to be a problem. And especially if Lady Appletree is the thing that turns up the most search results compared to Haylie Davis, fuck. It's going to be like she's starting from ground zero again. It kind of sucks. And I already had trouble finding her on Instagram as it was because she changed her name. So I was like, well, fuck. I mean, I had to have hoped that a post came up with her face on it so that I knew it was her. But I digress, man. I've talked enough. This is this is kind of a sore subject for me because I was so invested in Lady Appletree, the project, and to find out that she's just throwing that away to start something new, potentially because she's signed to a record label. I mean, I don't know. Again, if somebody can enlighten me on that subject, please do. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts and your knowledge of the music industry and how it works. But let's go ahead and listen to Haylie Davis and her debut release called Golden Age, because we have to find out what this project is all about. So let's go ahead and give it a listen. Once again, the track is called Golden Age from Haylie Davis. Pull it up on your digital streaming platform of choice and let's give it a listen. Golden Age from Haylie Davis, going in. Welcome back. That was Haylie Davis with her debut release called Golden Age. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. One thing I forgot to mention is that this song has a music video available on YouTube. If you type in Haylie Davis and Golden Age, it should come up on the Fire Records YouTube channel. As far as what I think about the track, I think it's pretty good. I'm not going to lie, it's pretty decent. It appears that Haylie Davis has modernized herself, or at least by her own standards. She has transitioned out of like the I guess retro country and 60s folk sound she was doing, and now is entering a 70s folk pop type of sound. As far as like what I'm thinking in terms of artists or what I think she's comparable to, Fleetwood Mac comes to mind, and maybe Linda Ronstadt a bit, especially for an album she did called Heart Like a Wheel. It feels like it could, take place in that era. But one of the criticisms that I had about Lady Appletree in the past is I felt like she had this thing she would do that reminded me of like John Mayer with this song called Your Body is a Wonderland. Well, at least that's how he said it. Like the A sound, the short A sound, he would like say that for everything. And Haylie Hostetter and Lady Appletree, when she had her track Lady Appletree, the song itself, she always like kind of sat in the same like vocal range, or I don't know if the right word is octave, but she kind of like sat in the same pocket, and she never hit like any higher notes or any lower notes, and it just sounded really monotonous. And this feels like she's hitting lower notes and higher notes, and there's quite a bit of dynamic and variety to where she takes her voice, which is great. The song itself, again, I think is enjoyable. I want to see where this project goes. Hopefully there is more of a variety and tempo in terms of the songs, and hopefully it's not just all things that kind of blend into each other. But for the first single, I mean, yeah, like I said, it's pretty good. I'm hoping this is something she sticks with for a while. I hope we don't get a fourth incarnation of Haylie Hostetter, because as it is, it already is confusing. So let this be it. Let this be something she sticks with for a hot minute. And, maybe I will go see her perform to see if the tracks that I heard her play at the Zebulon are still on the table for this project. But I don't have anything else to add. So y'all know what to do. follow her on Instagram, follow her on your digital streaming platform of choice to stay up to date on all the latest releases, and buy tickets to her shows so she can feel supported and to make sure that she is supported. And lastly, I forgot to mention, check out Lady Appletree. I think she still has the music that she did previously for that project on her YouTube channel, Haylie Davis. It's in the playlist section for her YouTube channel, and it's for the EP Lady Appletree. Check out Lady Appletree, the song, and also check out Silverhands. I think they're both awesome tracks, and yeah, that'll be the end of the episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you all next time. Psych, that wasn't the end of the episode. Two things I forgot to mention is that Kate Bollinger directed the music video for Lady Appletree, which is a fun fact. And the second fun fact that I have is that Wise Blood follows her. And I know there's a whole story behind that, but I'm not going to include that in this episode. So that'll be it. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch y'all next time.